All right, let's turn to CTV's Kamil Karamali. He's in our national newsroom this morning. Kamil, can you bring us up to speed this morning on the investigation and on those who were injured? 25 people were hurt in the Tumbler Ridge shooting on top of those 9 deaths. What's the latest this morning?
Yeah, we're learning more about the victims nearly 48 hours after this devastating incident took place. The BC government has declared today a day of mourning, and this comes after a vigil last night where hundreds attended, mourning, crying, remembering the victims, wanting their names and their memories to live on. You can almost see and feel the heartbreak through your TV screen just watching these images. We know a bit about the victims. Some have been named, some have not. We know an adult woman, a 39-year-old who was an educator, was killed. 3 girls, all 12 were students at the school, were also killed in this shooting. 2 boys, a 12 and a 13-year-old as well. And we know the suspect's mother, Jessie Van Roetselar, who is an 18-year-old. Her mother, Jennifer Strang, 39 years old, was also killed, and the suspect's stepbrother, an 11-year-old, killed at the home of Jessie Van Roetselar. We've learned about one of the victims, 12-year-old Kylie Smith. Their parents, heartbroken, but were kind enough to speak to CTV News, share a bit about their daughter, saying that she would never hurt a soul, that she was the light of her family. She loved art and anime and wanted to go to school in Toronto. Have a listen to this clip from her parents.
She was just a beautiful soul. She's a light in our family. She loved art and anime. She wanted to go to school in Toronto, and we just loved her so much. She was thriving in high school. She never hurt a soul. She was a supporter, LGBTQ supporter, and she was the last person who ever deserved this.
Also learning about one of the victims in hospital in critical condition, 12-year-old Maya Edwards. We know that, or Edmonds rather, excuse me. We know that there's a GoFundMe that has started for her. Her mom has asked for prayers, said that she will need a miracle, and so we are learning more about Maya. We also know that a second patient was also flown to BC's Lower Mainland in critical condition. So that's 2 children there that have been flown to the Greater Vancouver area for treatment in critical condition. And as you mentioned, Marcia, 25 others who were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. But in all of this, 2 in critical condition and 9 dead, including this shooter.
Kamil, let's turn to the suspect in the Tumbler Ridge shooting, 18-year-old Jessie Van Roetselar, a resident of northeastern BC, that community, who went to that school at one point. What do we know about her? What do we know about what happened in her home before arriving at Tumbler Ridge High School?
Yeah, more and more is coming to the forefront about Jessie Van Roetselar. We're learning that, according to 2015 court documents, that one judge described their family's life as living nomadically because they had moved around prior to that to multiple locations over 5 years, saying that in these court documents where there seemed to be a little bit of a back and forth between the biological parents on custody, that these children have, quote, led an almost nomadic life with multiple moves over the last 5 years between Newfoundland, Grand Cache, and Powell River, British Columbia. Highlighting that they really weren't tied to one location, that this family moved around a lot. There's also posts online about the transitioning. Police had said that Jessie was born biologically a male, but transitioned about 6 years ago into female, and she's also a graduate of Tumbler Ridge Secondary School. We learned that as well, graduating about 4 years ago, not having attended since 4 years ago. So just painting a little bit of a picture of who she was prior to this shooting, but that there were also multiple mental health calls to the home as well. well. So it seemed like police had a history and a record of attending that home for multiple instances, and now all of it resulting in this heartbreaking tragedy. There will be a lot of questions and I'm sure a lot more clarity on the victims, which the Tumbler Ridge residents have asked media to highlight the victims as well and let their names be known as well as we move forward with our coverage, Marcia.
Kamil, thank you for that. Appreciate
Anytime.
it. We'll check in with you later this morning.